everybody. Thank you so much for joining me again in the Lipstick Lounge. Today we're doing holiday makeup. So if you're going to your work party, if you're just going to a fancy party with your friends, or a black tie affair, this show is one that you don't want to miss. Okay, so I'm here today with my beautiful model, Tatiana, and we're doing holiday makeup. And so this is really a time when you can really experiment with having, glitter or sparkles or, a little extra shimmer than you would on a regular day, or even, an evening out. You might not want to be too glammed up, but for a really fancy party, this would be a great look. So I'm going to start off by using, as I always do, my primer, and I'm using my NYX Photo Loving Primer today. And as I always say, primer is really great for just kind of laying the foundation for your foundation and the rest of your makeup. It fills in lines, it fills in pores, and it really creates a smooth canvas. Sorry, I'm going to go like this. How's that? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go like this too. Okay. You've got very nice skin though, Tatiana. You're going to be easy today. Super easy. All right, so for my foundation today, I'm going to use Sonia Kashuk, my favorite foundation ever. And the color is Bamboo. Bamboo, Japan. Yeah. Tatiana's family is from Japan. She grew up in Brazil, but her dad is Japanese. So you've got Bamboo. So we're just going to even it out. Again, that primer is going to really give us a good kind of groundwork for the rest of your makeup. I love your blue shoes, by the way.
Thank you.
Those are really nice.
From Brazil.
Oh. Did you guys go this past summer? I can't remember.
I went a month ago.
Oh, you did? Did the girls go too?
No, I went by myself.
Woo! It's always nice to go somewhere by yourself.
Yes.
It's nice to have the kids with you sometimes. And sometimes it's nice to just be on your own.
Absolutely.
Close your eyes again. Thank you. I love your necklace too.
Thank you.
Okay, so putting on the foundation with a brush is a really good way to kind of get it on very evenly and kind of in a sheer, it's like you can build on it, but really primarily I like to use it for the sheer application. Unless you have a lot going on your face that needs, a heavier application, this is just a great way to apply it in a sheer way so that you don't look like you have too much at all. Can you open and then just look up a little bit? Thank you. Here too. I'm just going to pat a little bit in. And I think we will be done with this. You really don't need a lot of coverage at all. Like I said, you have such lovely skin. All right. Great. Okay, so like I said, you don't need a lot of coverage. I'm going to look at my concealer here, but you really don't have a lot to conceal at all. Maybe a couple little tiny areas. So I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Artist Palette, which has a million different colors in it. And I'm just going to dot and pat on a little bit, just on a couple of little tiny little specks. And I can't tell you what color this is. I have, oh, actually, maybe I do know. This is Warm Natural. Warm Natural. But I don't think that anybody, not a regular person, would have this palette. It's kind of pricey, and unless you're going to be making up the world, there's so many different colors in here. There's foundations, concealers. I mean, it's pretty awesome, I have to say. Great. So now I'm going to put on, I think, a nice like pinky cream blush, and it is going to be my NYX Tea Rose cream blush. It's like a stick, and I just pat it on. It's good for the winter months because when your skin is drier, I like cream blushes better than powders because this kind of just melts into your skin and looks like it's kind of coming from within. And if you put a powder on and you've got drier skin, it just kind of accentuates the dryness. I normally wouldn't use a cream blush in the summer if you've got greasier skin. Everyone seems to have oilier skin in the summer. So, that's a nice color on you. See, I love to do makeup on people with more, not that I don't love to do makeup on everybody, but people who have more like olive-y kind of skin tones because so many things look so nice. You know, if you have someone very fair, it's, you know, you've got to play it safe all the time. That's how I feel. So it might seem like I'm putting a ton on you, but it's really a very natural kind of flush. And then when I put the powder on top, it kind of just peeks through. So it's not, you know, you don't have a clown. You don't have clown makeup. Tatiana and I were just talking about my daughter and a friend. They put on makeup, not my makeup. They had their own makeup, I guess. And my daughter came down looking like a clown. And she thought she looked gorgeous, and we went with that. Okay, so now I'm going to use my loose powder, my NARS loose powder, and the color is in Desert. And I'm going to just dust that over to set foundation, blush. Okay. This is the best. I know, I keep raving about this. I'm sure everyone's sick and tired of hearing me talk about my NARS powder, but it's the best. Smooth and lovely. You know what, I forgot to put some ointment on your lips, so I'm going to do that just to soften you up for lipstick. Open. Thank you. You can rub them together. I'm creating quite a mess over here. Okay, so I am now going to do your eyes. You're very quick. Again, I feel like the last few days, the last few shows, I've been very quick. I don't know, today I seem super quick, but you're like, again, you don't need anything. Close your eyes. So I'm putting on my Urban Decay Primer Potion, which will keep your eyeshadow from creasing, from fading, and it's really great. You can use it underneath too if you want, when you put liner on. And like I always say, I use shadow instead of a pencil for liner underneath, just because it's softer looking. You can kind of create a more smoky look. All right, so the palette that I decided I was going to use for Tatiana is by Too Faced. It's called Boudoir Eyes. Boudoir Eyes. And every time I feel like I'm here, all of my makeup has this like rare, sexy names. I'm sorry, for those of you who are very sensitive, I'm sorry, but I did not name any of these. And when I tell you the shades of these colors, you're probably going to blush yourself too. So, okay, so the first color I'm going to put on. Now again, because this is holiday makeup, we can do a little sparkly stuff. So I'm going to start with this lovely kind of sparkly color. I don't know what kind of color it is. It's called Sugar Walls. It's got a little bit of sparkle. And I'm going to start off kind of putting it all over. And there's little tiny flecks of shimmer in there, or sparkle. And I don't want Tatiana to look, you know, too made up, but just giving her enough sparkle and shimmer so that she does look holiday ready. Okay, and then the next color in that same palette that I'm going to use is Voulez-Vous. And it's like a kind of a purpley color. So I'm going to put that, just kind of pat it onto the lid. Now, Tatiana and I were talking about the fact that because she's half Japanese, she does have kind of no lid, no lash line when she opens up her eyes. So we're going to kind of create one when we do our liner, just so that, kind of like an illusion. So again, I'm just patting the color on. And then I'm going to do some blending. And then I want to kind of create a smokiness to Tatiana's eyes. So I'm going to use, it's kind of a black color called French Tickler. Yeah. And there's like little specks of glitter in there too. So I'm going to use that, but I'm going to kind of use it sparingly because of the glitter. And I'm going to do just like kind of on the outside of Tatiana's eye. I just want to do a very gentle touch because, you know, you can always add, but, you know, you can't really take away. And of course, I'm blending, blending, blending. Yeah, when you're using darker colors on any part of the face, just really start slowly and start with just a little bit on your brush because you just don't want to overdo it. Okay, can you open? Thank you. Oh, gorgeous. If I do say so myself. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit more here. Just kind of do like a little triangle on the outside. And blend, blend, blend. When you're doing a more smoky eye, you gotta blend. You don't want to see any of the hard lines. Okay, open. Oh, I love it. I love it. I might do a little bit more over here, just a tiny bit. And then I have my little fan brush to kind of brush away anything that's fallen underneath. And I might need to have you lick my Q-tip. I've got a Q-tip that I need you to give a little DNA sample for so that I can try and get just a little bit more of any fallen shadow. So give it a good one. Thank you. Open, actually, thank you. This is the best way to remove makeup. Don't try and use a makeup remover, because then you're removing the makeup that you've applied underneath whatever spot it is that you're trying to clean up. So this is just the best way to get anything you don't want to be there away. and I roll it. Although yours says, I don't want to go. Here, can you do one more look on the other side? Thank you. Great. If you find you can't get it to go away, sometimes if you dab a little bit more foundation on top, it will go away, which I think I'm going to do right now. Just a little tiny dab. So now I am going to do underneath your eyes. Actually, I want to blend a little bit more over here, sorry. Okay. Great. All right, so I'm going to go underneath, and what I'm going to use underneath is this color called Lap Dance, and it's like a shimmery, I don't know what you want to call it. It's like a highlighted kind of color, a light purple. So you're going to open up and look up. Yep. And I'm just going to go underneath with this. And why I put this on, I do this all the time, is so that when you put the color on top, this will just kind of peek through, and it just really adds a lot of light to the eye. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in there with that black color and just kind of go underneath. You're good at keeping your eyes open, Tatiana. I'm not so good. I want to be really, again, really kind of conservative. Okay, look straight. Oops. Great. Staring at you. Let me just get a little bit more on the other side. Okay, look up. And I might, that little speck didn't seem to want to go away, and it's not covering, so I'm going to use just a little. Okay. All right, let me blend it in a little bit more underneath. So now I'm going to do the liner on top. So this is what we were talking about, trying to create a little bit of a lid for you. So I am going to use a gel liner. I was thinking about using a pencil liner on top, but I've decided I'm not going to. I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Caviar ink, and I'm going to trace your lash line, but kind of exaggerate it up a little bit more, kind of a thicker line. Usually, sorry, I'm stepping all over my, usually I try to go as close to the lash line as possible, but for you, I'm going to go a little bit higher. I also, and I had told you this too, Tatiana, sometimes I do something called a tight line, which is going underneath the eyes to give kind of an illusion of thicker lashes and kind of a more defined eye. So I might do that too. Again, I'm trying to be conservative first. I don't want to start just drawing a big thick line. Okay, open. Close. So I'm noticing when you open that I definitely have to go higher. So that's what I'll do. Okay, open. So I've got like a little flick at the end to help see that your eye does have liner there. And when you close your eyes, you can see there's a nice little swoop. So I'm going to go on to the other side. Okay, close. Okay, open. Okay, so there's more on that side, so let me just get a little bit more on the other side. Okay. Gosh, it's so quiet. Usually, Tatiana, I feel like you're a talker. Today you're shy. You're shy today.
Try not to shake.
No, you're good. Okay, open. Keep them open. Let me just. Let's get one more little. Yep, that's perfect actually. Okay, open. Okay. So since you had your brows done, they look beautiful. I'm just gonna see if there's any just little areas that might just need one little fill-in. I'm not gonna do your whole brow. A lot of times, you know, I have clients who really overdo it. I know you were just talking about you were afraid of doing the waxing because you're afraid it might take too much. And I find that that is true. Like I do have people who definitely have a little too much taken away. Or they get tweezer happy and start plucking, and then suddenly they're like, oh my gosh, I really plucked. So I'm just literally, you know, pressing it in just a little bit, not even anything crazy. And then I'm going to brush through them. And then help disperse any color that I've put into it. Okay, so now I'm thinking about your lips, and I don't know what I should do for your lips. I'm looking at what I have, and I'm thinking, you know, because your eyes are definitely, I need to blend a little bit more, sorry. Your eyes are definitely, you know, kind of the standout, so we don't want to compete. You know, we want a very soft lip. So I have a couple of like pink colors, little light pink, but I'm not really sure because you look like you have like very your natural lip color is kind of like rosy, and so I don't know. Sometimes rosy lips don't take on lighter pigments well. So I'm going to give it a whirl, and if I don't like it, I'll just wipe it off. We'll do something else. Maybe we can edit out all of that. All right, so let's see. I thought about this one, and I thought about this one. Is this piece? I don't know about that one. All right, I'm going to try this one. I won't even say what it is until I figure out if this is the one I want to use. Oh, and I forgot, I've got to put mascara on you too. What am I doing? What am I doing? I will. You know, actually, I like this. It's a little, you know, it's pink. It's like a light pink, kind of like ballet slipper pink. But you can't really see it, you know. I might not be describing it the best way. Can you do a little, yep, perfect. And I'll give you some to take with you so that you can touch up. Okay, good. So I'm going to spray your face with my setting spray. And then we'll do mascara, and then you're done. Okay, close your eyes. Just got to do one more thing. Sorry. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to curl your lashes, and then do you find that your lashes are kind of stick straight out because of the Japanese influence?
Not much.
Do they curl?
really.
Do they curl well? Do you think? I find that a lot of my friends. I have a friend from the Philippines, and her lashes
Straight.
stick right out, and you can, no matter what you do to try and curl them, they just go boop.
I think they curl well.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
We'll find
so
out.
you're gonna look. Oh, actually, you're not gonna look. You're gonna look right here. Sorry.
Okay.
You're gonna look right here at my chest here, and I'm gonna just get in there. Yeah, I know. I find a lot of clients I've had who are Asian or Filipino. It's just very tough to get them to curl. Okay. And then I'm going to use my newfound love, my Rimmel Lash, what is it called? Lash Accelerator Endless, and it's fantastic. It really does make you look like your lashes are so long. So you're going to look straight ahead and kind of lower your eyes a little bit, like lower your actual, yes, not your head though. Just your eyes. Yep, yes, perfect. Okay, and then we'll come around to the other side. Okay, and kind of lower it, not too, yep, perfect. Okay, and then kind of look up a little bit. Just gonna get these guys on the side. I might come back around to these guys too. All right, my friend, you are finito.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so glad that you came. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for our holiday special. We hope to see you next time. Thanks. Happy holidays.